quarterback set to square off here this afternoon. That ball's probably going to be flying.
Quarterback centric than it
What's
is
going on, y'all? Unique 340 Gamers Forever. And we are back with another Madden 18 Ultimate Madden Patch Fix video, right? So in this video, yeah, you read the title right. We're going to be talking about the secret slider that no one knows about in Madden, right? Now, here we have Cam Newton against that bad man, Aaron Rodgers, right? So pretty much what's going to happen in this game is that we're just going to showcase a lot of things that come from the secret slider. I'm gonna be showing gameplay elements. What we've done, we've applied the Ultimate Madden patch to the game. We've created it over at the Gamers Forever Studio. We pretty much been testing it out, and so we're giving you on our YouTube channel these gameplay videos, full game videos showing you the patch in action. It pretty much fixes your game from top to bottom. You know, and the only way we can showcase that is by giving you full gameplay, and you get to pick and choose what you see. Now we're going to pull, we do pull some plays out of the game. We do pull some plays out of the game just to highlight, a few of the ones that we think you guys can get the most explanation out of. We tried to catch that ball too. That's serious, right? But all in all, the patch fixed the game, and we also discovered the secret slider that's inside this game, right? That slider is called tendencies. It's a tendency slider embedded into the game, into the Frostbite engine, when they created the game, that has all the players and their tendencies, right? And what that slider allows the gameplay to do is react like the real NFL players will react to situational football in real life. So if you're playing the game, and this is only with the patch, when you turn what we deem as Skynet, when you turn Skynet off, the forces of evil that control your game as you play Madden, you turn it off and you apply our Ultimate Madden patch, it unlocks the secret slider stat, which is the tendencies, right? And that means that every single player lives up to his tendencies and play this game like it's supposed to play, because that's what causes situational football. The way the defense react in certain situations, the way the offense react in certain situations, the way the linemen, the tenacity of your line. If you got a strong line that comes in, if you got a team like the Carolina Panthers, and they just got that heart of a champion type situation, they're going to showcase it, right? You're going to feel it in your game when you start playing, and that's what brings the fun back into the Madden franchise. That's what brings the fun back into it. Every one game has the ability to be fixed, regardless of what game system you're playing it on. But you have to apply the Ultimate Madden patch. We've discovered it, we've tweaked it, and we worked it out so that you all can have gameplay experiences that we're used to, right? Without wanting the 2K Sports to create a football game, which I don't know when it's going to happen, without wanting Madden to just stop creating football games and want all these other companies to step into the plate, it can happen. It's in the game. And this video, for how long it's going to be, we're going to be talking through play after play. We're going to be showing you how the patch is applied, play after play, just like now. I'm going to show you some things, but it really fixes your game. And I guarantee you guys, if you pay attention, and when October the 7th hit, you be on the list to make sure that you are going to take action and take a part of this. You will play a better Madden game, period. So here we go. Aaron Rodgers hiked the ball, right? And Aaron Rodgers' line is doing what Aaron Rodgers' line do. Is really classic. I'm trying to get to this dude like all out war. So notice I'm rushing. I'm blitzing. Got two blitzers coming in. Notice the linemen, the two back linemen right there. They coming in through the holes. Boom, boom. They gonna hit the gaps. Faking the handoff, right? When you fake the handoff, number 88, well, number 65 went off of that dude so he can pick up the blitz. Then this other dude coming around, and the running back picks him up, right? So that's just beautiful awareness for the offensive line. And then Aaron Rodgers, he looked to his left, he don't see anybody. He looked to his middle, he don't see an opening, and so he throws it over to the guy over the top. Now, this game is purely based on physics, collision detection, it doesn't mix animations with collision detection, and that's what you all are getting. And when it looks like your man is diving and then all of a sudden he stand up on his feet, that's a collision mixed with an animation. You got to pick or choose. Like I heard Ryan Moody say, you got to pick and choose. You can't just put one or the, you can't just do both. You got to pick one or the other. You're going to have a physics based gameplay, or you're going to have a collision detection gameplay. And with the Frostbite engine, you want collision based gameplay, but turning Skynet off when you apply the patch also makes sure that the ball physics doesn't favor one or the other team. This ball doesn't care who catch it. It doesn't care who's around when the pass is made. It doesn't care who hand it goes into. It doesn't have a mind of its own. You got to go after the ball, period, right? So when this ball is coming in, this is a fight for the ball. Both of these both of these players are trying to make this pass. There's a lot of hands right there. And what happens naturally? Boom. He couldn't catch it. None of them could catch it. That's a fight for the ball, right? Just that's how it's supposed to look. When that ball hit the ground, it got kicked. You see that? It's a lot going on right there. The defender, everybody's coming real fast. Y'all can see that. It's just happening real quick. And so I can respect that. That's like real life football right there. But more importantly, that line, the way that this line reacted to this blitz, is awesome. Fake handoff. The running back didn't keep going. He seen the man coming, and he picked and chose to make sure he pick up the blitz. So let's keep going, guys. But yeah, so with the slider set, secret slider set, right? It has a tendency. It has real life player tendencies embedded into the game, and that's why we keep getting a roster update every so often. I could not get across that dude, but that's why we keep getting a roster update every so days. They notice just your rating on your roster is not changing. They're just fixing the tendencies every game because they're working with a new company that's keeping real life stats and all this type of stuff that's going on in the back end of Madden. But it's built in to create a more authentic experience. That's what it's built in for. The three and out. Way to stop him.
The punt team now is this one sent away. And this one hits at the one, continues on into the end zone for a touchback.
All right, that boy Cam Newton coming on the field. In Cam Newton fashion.
No touchdowns, 3 interceptions. So through 3 weeks, 2 touchdowns for him.
Right. I'm gonna be showing off the tendencies, but at the same time, so we want to have to play the game with minimum replays. I'm gonna just really replay. I showed you the line. I'm gonna really be replaying, like, for the most part, the more important plays, the more obvious plays, where as though you know the game would have messed something up. You want to see bare minimum. I'm not saying that the patch fixes everything. I'm saying that it fixes 99.9% of the problems. But one thing that it won't do is cheat. The game will never cheat you. I haven't experienced it. Oof. See, it's not tackles. It's not mixed with animations. It's either collision detection tackles or animation-based tackles, but it's not going to be both. And the most important part is that it's not going to suck you into any type of animations. You know, so collision detection is the most predominant force once you turn Skynet off and you fix your patch. You patch your game. So I'm just going to show that play because I want to show y'all collision-based tackling. He catches the ball. First off, he floats the ball over the defender's head so he can't get to it. Catches the ball. I tried to juke. This defender wasn't falling for it. And at that point, boom, right? And then he coming in. Watch how he jerk his head. See that? Boom, boom. And then these two collide too. Helmets, boom. That was kind of tough. He could have hurt somebody. Boom. See? That looks good. It's not too much. It ain't phony looking animations of the game, trying to make things happen for no apparent reason. Like, it looks good right there. I can deal with that all day long, and that's the type of play that you get when you play the game with the patch, man.
On first down, it's Newton. It's
Oof.
incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. He was looking for the connection with Devin Funchess.
I should have sped up a little bit, but I thought it was going to be right there on point.
On offense, looking back to the game against New Orleans. As a struggle in
Oh,
Christian
man, that was a nice play.
And that's exactly why they drafted him.
I need y'all to see this. I need y'all to see. If you play the game with the patch, you're going to feel. Now, I pressed LB, and I pressed up so I can throw a floater. And then I threw the ball, and he floated it. He tried to float it right in position. But he just missed it. And that's another thing. The ball don't care. If you ain't if you're not in position, it's going to go like it do in real life. But if he'd have caught it, that would have been the beauty of it, because this defender is also going for the interception as well. And 9 times out of 10, which we might get a chance to show y'all in this game, if both of these people is going for the ball, if the number 17 would have caught it, the animations would have looked awesome, because it would have been based on collision and not animated type football. So these two players would have reacted the way it's supposed if number 17 would have caught that ball. And number 23 wouldn't have been sucked into any type of animation to make a tackle. It looked real life. But we're going to see if we can showcase that throughout the game. Matter of fact, might as well see if I can do it right now. Going for it again. Same way. But let's see. We're good.
When they're going to integrate him a little bit more into the running game. Right now, Jonathan Stewart still
into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted.
Look at that.
Off by the former first-round pick, Demarius Randall. There he goes, left side.
Oh.
And into the end zone. It's a pick six and a Packer touchdown.
Trying to do the same play twice, but that's another thing with the secret slider set, guys. It actually makes the game adjust in real time to certain situations of football. So you can't cheese the computer. Look at the foot plant technology in the full effect. Oh my. Couldn't catch him. I just want y'all to see this. Boom. Right? They show it all the way. Oh, they're not going to show it all the way. Let's see if we can make them show it all the way. Cam Newton, looking like Cam doing pocket, walking like he serious. Now look at this. This would be a sack all day long, right? But because the defensive line, the offensive line, is totally aware what's going on the field, right? Look what happens here. Number 40, see him coming over. He can't get to him, but boom, he can cut him out of that play. So he can't get to the quarterback. Boom. And then when Cam throws this ball up the field, right? As I can get the cursor on the ball. The defense seen it coming. He goes up, catches the pass. Now here's where it gets awesome. He run into the inside, right? Now this is where blocking up the field takes full effect. He's running to the inside, and then number 50, I start controlling that Panther right there, and he took me right out the play. Beautiful. That's gorgeous, right? We all agree that's gorgeous. And then second thing, he goes on the other side of his blocker, right? Running to the outside, and then foot plant technology. I'm about to go for the hit. He stopped. and shook the crap out of him. Like, that is just crazy. Boom. Because momentum, weight, and momentum of a player plays a part. So that's why that dude couldn't get back into the play. See that? And you can feel it. Like, you can really feel it. And I couldn't catch him. So I tried to go for his foot, but it didn't work. That's an intense play right there. It's an intense play right there. Because I tried to go back and do the same thing that I did on that first play when I had them beat. Defense instantly seen it. They instantly made an adjustment. You know, so you gotta play smart. You gotta read the defense. And right before I hiked that ball, I noticed, I'm not sure if you guys were paying attention, you might can rewind the video, but the safety had fell back deep.
And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Panthers offense here, they get ready to head back on the field.
Safety deep, which means he's gonna be good underneath.
First down throw for Newton.
Look at this. Threw it up too high.
And it's Clinton Dix with a pick. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line.
Y'all notice we ain't seen no crazy tackle animations, like sucking into crazy looking tackle animations. Y'all know what I'm talking about, where it just don't look realistic. This is all based on collision section. Watch how he run. My defender hit him a little bit, make him trip. Couldn't catch his balance. See that? That's all pretty football right there. He went up and got it. Safety was ready. I did it twice. I did it twice.
They were forced to punt last time, and I doubt sincerely that they'll have to punt here because they're gifted with terrific field position.
I don't even want to think about the idea that they would end up punting starting with this type of field position. Neither do they. Great starting spot, great opportunity to run your full playbook. They want to take a shot here, they can go ahead and do it.
He will not go to touchdown.
You can't just tackle him, man. You gotta be careful because they always they try to shake. Green Bay doing their thing early. They're doing their thing early.
It makes you that much better as a receiver because now your quarterback trusts that you're going to be where he expects and he's able to deliver the ball on time.
And it's good to make it 14-0.
All right, so just to give you some insight on why this patch came along, right? I noticed that when I put the game in for Madden 18 the first time, just playing as a regular person, I wasn't playing inside the gaming studio when we created the patch. I was just playing it. I noticed that it was ugly. I'm talking about suction tackling going on. I'm talking about they was mixing all types of stuff together. The ball didn't have no physics, didn't have its own physics. It was just a lot of things that was just unrealistic. It felt like I wasn't even playing the game. It felt like the computer was playing most of the game for me, and I was just a pawn sitting on the field. You know what I mean? Like this, with those two interceptions, I can honestly say, yeah, I made those mistakes because I threw it up in traffic. I can honestly say that I did that. You can get out of here. So it doesn't make me, it don't make me as mad when as though I know that I supposed to make that catch and then the computer do something crazy. That's what makes me mad, you know. So this is more like a competitive anger. Boom, collision detection. This is more like a competitive type anger than it is a why is the game acting so dumb, I hate Madden type anger. You know what I'm saying? So it's a total difference when you playing your game. I'll show y'all how momentum plays a part in this game when you apply the pass. He gets the ball, you know the line gonna be doing this thing automatically. Look at the line. They doing their thing automatically. Everybody picking up a block. So with they picking up the block, he couldn't hold him. Number 94 could have held him, but they would have called holding. So you gotta let him go. I'm on my angle. I see this defender come in. I juke a little bit to the right, but I know number 50. If number 45 missed me, this is what I'm thinking about in my mind. If he missed me for a while, I understand that this is based on collision detection and momentum based football, right? So if I make number 45 miss, number 52 gonna tackle me, and then he gonna force me past the first down marker, if that's even on the field, past the first down marker over there, right? So what happens? I juked, made him stop my momentum, and then sure enough, he tackled me in the back, forced me past the first down line. Boom, dang, wow. You see that? That's all. You can really think. You can think football now. You can think football in situations that makes. Not sure about you, But if you haven't felt that experience in Madden, you ain't played Madden, you need this patch when we release it on Saturday, October the 7th. Right? That makes the game worth it. Oh. I was trying to juke the dude though.
That ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. Almost like it's almost.
I was trying to juke the dude. Of course, I'm gonna show it. See, there's certain replays that I'd be like, man, be killing me with the replay system. They need a better replay system.
The next guy comes through and picks him up
and avoids the turnover.
Somebody please write EA and tell them to fix the replay patch the replay. Boom. Right? A 10 and cut play can equate to a 10 and cut play without defense, knowing what your man going to do. You know? But
when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
That's gorgeous. I'm shifting my line left because I'm about to run left.
First carry for Christian McCaffrey. And he's going to be brought down inside the 45 at the 43.
Y'all notice it don't feel like people is holding on like, well, to me, I mean, I'm not sure how you see it, but I don't feel like I'm being held in the game, held back from making cuts, from doing. I think everything that happens is supposed to happen. Even down to me running the ball. Like, I see the hole. I can confidently cut through the hole without knowing I'm going to be sucked into an animation, especially with this guy right there lurking. You got to be able to put his hands on me before he can actually tackle me. And then right here, I got kind of stuck because there's really nowhere to go. And look, he looked kind of stuck. Then he gets tackled. You know.
He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football. Let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
Here's Newton now on second down. There he goes inside the 30. He's got his tight end.
I felt the pressure, but somebody picked up the blitz for me.
15 yards through the air and a first down.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
The blitz. A good thing to pay attention to is the line, guys. Pay attention to the line. So that y'all can see how everybody looking.
At the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down.
All right. So when they released the game, they had this three stats. It was called simulation, right? It's called arcade, and it's called competitive. If you put your game on simulation, right? That's what I'm talking about. Y'all see the animation? I see the physics-based tackling animation, the collision detection base tackling animation. See that? That looked like it's supposed to look.
He's got the touch that's been developed throughout his career. But the big part about just watching,
he couldn't get a good tackle, so he had to wrap them legs up because he know they going that end zone. Because both of them went up for the play at the same time. I see him cut. I'm looking right at my man, I'm 84. And I say, oh, he got him. He in front of him. So I'm going to throw it high, and I'm going to throw it over his head so I can get the ball. Right? Boom. They both go up. It's not going to pull you into a tackle animation that look all phony. This is going to look like it's supposed to really look on the field of football when two people are colliding into each other and coming down with the ball. See, he was about to land on his feet, boom, with foot plant technology and the frostbite engine, take his other feet, catch his balance, and if he wouldn't have wrapped my legs up, he would have took this left leg and stepped out, but he wrapped him up, and he couldn't go nowhere. See that? That's beautiful right there to me. That's all gravy and everything. You know, so it's they gave three main stats: simulation, they gave arcade, and they gave competitive. Those are three settings that you can new settings that you can pick with the frostbite engine. That's the secret slide. That's the secret slider set. If you pick arcade, the minute's not going to have the secret tendencies. If you pick competitive, it's not going to have the tendencies. You're pretty much telling Skynet to even off your players, make it a less competitive game and make it a more competitive game. But when you put it on simulation, that's the slider that turns on the tendencies. And what it does, it gives you the tendencies of every single football player that's inside this game. Every single player. Right? Try this again. 75. 6 got through there. Right?
When you think of Mike Daniels, you think of strength.
And so
Hard to knock off the football.
if you turn that on, turn Skynet off, apply the patch, make sure your tendency slider is chosen, you get authentic, real life football.
In motion left is Funchess. Now Newton on 3rd and goal. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
He was on it. Defense was on it.
Tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with.
Look at this. Look at this. Look at this defense. This is what I'm talking about. I was putting this guy in motion. Then I hiked it so he can go through that hole. But the defense is so aware of what's going on. He's looking right at the play, number 23. And when I threw the ball, tried to bullet it in there, right, which normally would be a catch. But because this defender's aware that it hit his hand, he couldn't intercept it. Why? Because collision detection is part of the game. And his hand is actually stuck behind the body of my my receiver. So he couldn't catch the ball, and that's what made it fall. And like I say, the ball don't care. It has its own physics system attached, and it doesn't favor one or the other. And that's why he couldn't catch the ball for the interception. And that's what broke up the pass for me catching the ball as well. He couldn't get that other hand on that ball, so the ball not going to stick to his glove like a magnet. You got to put both hands on the ball in order to make the catch, like in real life. You understand what I'm saying? So those are the types of things that plays a part in the game that you guys really got to experience to believe. You know, so Aaron Rodgers and them boys, they doing their thing in the first quarter. I hope that you guys is really seeing this game play out like it's supposed to play out. I'm not doing anything special but playing Madden. Now let me know if your Madden is playing the same way, and if it's not, then you definitely want to look out for this Saturday for the patch, because we are releasing it to the community so that this game can play better, because obviously EA Sports is tripping over there at Tribune or whatever it's called. So let me talk about what's going on over there so you guys can understand that they don't mean to release a phony game. They don't mean to release a game where so everybody thinks it is just stupid. You know what I mean? When they release a game, they're trying to cater to every type of player. Arcade style players, simulated style players, competitive style online players. They're trying to cater to every player. Most of us like simulation football though. Right? Oh, all right. Most of us like simulation football. So if we all like simulation football and we put the game, fire the game up, and it got arcade style elements in it, it's going to make us not feel happy. If we fire the game up and it's making all our players be even players across the board, we can't even exploit mismatches, and we feel like, got it. Boom! I knew that was going to fumble because I hit him hard.
Well, he did what he's known for. He made the catch, then he turned into a runner, took the contact, and coughed it up.
Bing!
And all I remember as a player, when they catch the ball, when those acrobatic guys catch it, you have to make
boom.
it sometimes. You have to put it on them. Big tackle.
I'm not gonna replay that because they might challenge you.
Anything you can do to slow them down.
Don't challenge it. He's gonna throws the ball. As soon as he turned around, I was right there in his face. You see that? And that caused the fumble. Look how that collision looked. Boom. See his head knocked back? Boom. Head knocked back. I knocked the wind out of that man. That ball came right out of there. Boom. That ball came right out of there. Boom. I like to look at the whole thing because we working on this patch to get released, and we don't want nothing to be out of order. I like the way that look. You know, but he hit him. That's collision. That's collision-based football right there. Right, so when you fire the game up, you may have arcade style elements in the game, and you feel like the computer's taking over your game. It is, because it's telling you that you want to play like an arcade football, right? You want to play arcade style football. So if your man running the 86 and my man running the 90, or your man running the 90, my man running the 86, both of them might as well be running the 90, because the game is going to make those players run the same speed regardless of what their stat ratings say. Right? The game is going to set up situations based on you wanting it to be a more competitive game, because that's what you said. You didn't say I want stats to matter. I want ratings to matter. I want the strength of my players versus the strength of your players to matter. I want the speed of my players versus the speed of your players to matter. I want my route running versus your man coverage to matter. You don't want all of that. You just told them to turn all that off, make the gameplay even, and that's why you get all this battle. It seems like the game is battling each other. You saw that I didn't get sucked into that animation when I ran past that defender. You getting this you getting like the game stats or the game features and elements is battling each other. See how I'm not sucked into this animation? Because it's cut off. He got to put his hands on me if he can want to tackle me. Then I can bowl him over. But that dude came up from behind, and the game is fully aware of collision detection. See that? Boom. But
turned 30 back in March, did Stewart.
You notice the announcer say that was a 30-year-old running back. All those things, this is where the secret slider set come into play. So you turn all that stuff off that make the game phony, right? And you put it on simulation, and then you turn Skynet off, you apply the patch, and what you get, authentic football all day long. That's what you get, an authentic game. You know, and so yeah, they're not trying to make the game phony. They just catering. They just catering to everybody. So you gotta actually, when you fire up the game, make sure that it's totally catered to your play style. And I think that the world want a simulation type football play style. We want competitiveness. We don't want the cheesiness. You know, and that's the biggest difference in playing the game of football. You want it to be competitive. You don't want it to be cheesy. You know, all right, here's a play where I should be, matter of fact, let's do this. Because I need to throw to the corner of the end zone.
On 1st and 10, Newton. And his throw's going to be incomplete. The tight end, Ed Dixon, was the target. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Yeah, they've showing it.
Really come true, don't they? When they talk about it takes all 11 to play good defense. We've seen that in this ball game. I think the second
they replaying.
They are in the
Look at that.
presence of every receiver whenever the ball's thrown. And this
Wonderful.
one, they unforce another
I can deal with that all day long.
So the incomplete pass
Yeah, but
brings up
you want a
second down.
competitive type game. You want gameplay situations to count and to matter. You know, you want all these things. I want all these things. Everybody in the world of football want all these things.
He's got it. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 8 yards
But we
on the
won't have these
completion, but
things
now
if you
they
just
face
put the
third
game in
down.
and you fire it up. You know, and then we complain to Madden and all them about the problems of the football game when they thinking to themselves like it's fixed because what they do is what I do. What we did at Gamers Forever Studio, we applied the patch, and when you apply the patch,
They'll try and run it. Here's Stewart. And he
oh
loses the
my
football a
my
second
my.
time. And this is going to be Packer football.
And see what I'm talking about? Like, this is crazy.
Often we hear about the red zone, right? From the 20-yard line going in, that scoring zone, getting points on the board. A lot of teams call
I
from the
see what
10-yard
happened
line
there.
in the green zone. That's your money zone. He fumbles the ball inside the money zone.
He fumbled the ball inside the money zone. Why did he fumble this ball? Because 3 people hit him at the same time. Look at this. 1, 2, 3. Boom. Hit. He got hit the first time by number 53. That's the first contact. Hit. Then Clinton come in with that shoulder and knock that ball out of there. You see that? With that shoulder, knock that ball out of there. And that's what caused the fumble. Do y'all see collision detection playing full effect with this game? That caused the fumble. Like I say, the ball don't care. If a body part hit it, it doesn't matter. It doesn't make a difference. If I see stuff like that in the game, yes, it makes me very upset. Don't like it at all. But I can respect it for the simple fact that I can respect it for the simple fact that it looked like it would happen in real life. When 3 people hit you, the shoulder hit the ball, everything going on like that. I ain't got nothing to do but respect the ball, respect the game. But I really did want this touchdown.
First day of camp in the regular season. Ball security comes up about what, the second sentence of the coach's address?
And those are so many drills focus on that.
All the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate game situations. Doesn't always work out, though.
They'll keep pounding here with Montgomery.
Get him down.
For a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be third down. So nothing there, but maybe you blame that on the blocking.
Yeah, at some point you've got to win at the point of attack, and on that play, that was all the defense. They made it happen.
Rodgers now to throw.
Oh my goodness.
And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. A very solid gain of
I knew I was
27.
leaving it open, but I was trying to get the sack.
Martellus Bennett, number 80? I mean, he's been number 88 his entire career, right?
Look what happened. My whole goal is to blitz this safety. I'm blitzing. Right? I'm right behind my man. The block picked up. Oh, and another thing. It's not just collision. It's not no suction animation just on offense. It's no suction animation on defense as well. So, because these 2 blockers is tied up at the moment, I can blitz right through this hole. And I thought I was going to get the sack. But this goddamn halfback is waiting. As soon as I go to tackle him, he picked it up. He picked it up. And that guy was left wide open. And that's where speed plays a part. Number 26 faster than number 80. So he can definitely catch him up the field, make the tackle. But I just knew I was going to get that hit on Aaron. If I'd have blitzed both of them dudes, I'd have got it. So you know what? If they doing that again,
Selecting his jersey number.
Yeah, that was his idea. He put that out there on social
I'm
media.
gonna blitz both of them this time.
Here are a few choices. What should I wear? And he went with what the fans picked. Over 100,000 people weighed in.
action here on first down.
Boom.
A big loss here as he's
I said I'm going to blitz both of them this time.
Johnson able to get in
I
and
said I'm going to blitz both of them this
be a
time.
loss of 15 yards.
And Ern was trying to get out of there like classic Ern do. His tendencies trying to run and scramble. Oh, he was ready to throw it, so I hopped.
47
Boom.
total sacks. That was just one behind Arizona, who led the league.
Yeah, I think the biggest issue for them, young corners that gave up a lot of big plays.
Now look. This was the same play. Right? I had the safety and I was trying to blitz in. Right? But this time, instead of me just blitzing the safety, I also blitzed this dude as well. So I blitz because the halfback picked him up last time. He picked him up. But by the time that happened, these dudes was already free. Boom, boom. He free. He got to get out of there. Aaron Rodgers a little bit fast. He free. He about to throw it. I don't know. If he'd have threw it, that'd have been an NO. Boom. Got him down there. That was perfect blitz package. Right? Now we'll play more conservative on the cover 3 zone.
Now as the clock runs and they come up on second down. Now Rodgers throwing on second down. Pressure again, and down he goes again.
Waiting all along. Stand in that pocket if you want.
In there to get him, and this pass rush strong now. That's sacks on back-to-back plays. And we say it all
Look at the fight.
have to be
Spin.
able to get rid of the
I'm gonna
ball
spin
sooner
back
than
the other way. Get off of him. Boom.
They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you get 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job.
First spin ain't work, but that second one worked.
You're really almost discrediting their work.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. On play action. Now Rodgers. He sets to fire deep. So he took a shot.
He almost made that.
Couldn't get it. Now it's fourth.
Well, we quit counting yardage on that one, didn't we? That was truly third and a mile.
Sorry guys. That was kind of, I know Aaron Rodgers. And see, I know who I'm playing. I'm not playing no slouch quarterback. So 32-yard pass. And y'all know him. That bad man. That is something he'll do in his sleep for real. And sure enough, he seen it. And he tried to do it. And he almost had it done. Until my man came in there. And collision detection. Again, collision and based tackling and football physics is in full effect. Because that's the only thing. Stop it from moving. That made him miss this ball. When that ball got in there. Boom. Just want y'all to see it. And he ain't even give up. He tried to even get past him and still go get it. But he couldn't get it. Because the ball was too far ahead up. And the game not going to shift and morph him into place. Right? So, just showing y'all, man. If you haven't already done so, subscribe to the channel. Game is forever. Check us out on Twitch, on YouTube. Game is forever. Unique 340.
This is brought in at the 21.
Ah.
Kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the Panthers will get it here as they take possession.
We got a long way to go.
Now Jonathan Stewart getting set to go as he trots back out there.
You know.
He's had a good chunk of carries. Problem is for very little success. I don't want to put it all on his shoulders, but that's a big reason they're losing right now.
Have to be very careful that he doesn't start pointing fingers. Offensive line obviously trying. The defense is doing a nice job against him today. When it's all said and done,
Classic Cam.
about the guy in the mirror. He has to get it done better.
That last block freed me up because I thought he was going to get me. But your line do what it's supposed to do. And he didn't even see me rushing. Look at that. Staying in the pocket. halfback waiting. As soon as he got free, he cut him out of the play. And then that gave me the ability to take off. This defender is looking at the receiver, so he don't see me coming. He gotta look at me in order to know that it's coming. And he like, oh, oh snap. Right? And then I run out of bounds. Line acting excitedly. Let's see if the other line acting angry. Nope, they need to fix that. Look all crazy and phony. But I love the way that when you turn off Skynet, which is the force to be that control your game, and you turn on the secret slider, which is the tendencies sliders, right? Oh, this ain't classic Cam.
And that's now the second time he's picked up a pass here in the first half alone. Again,
you gotta stop messing with them dudes over that side of the field, man. And if you're throwing passes, you need to put more receivers on the field. They're just picking it apart like it don't even matter.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency. Move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs.
But once you do those things, it makes your gameplay better. So, you know, they don't adjust any of that. They just make sure that the features is in the game. They make sure that, you know, everything they say is in the game. It's in the game clearly. You know, you may feel like your game is performing at a slow pace. It's just looking all crappy, and the animations is not fitting the actual play, the situations on the football field. And we this video and we thrash the game when there's no. I mean, I get it. I do understand, but it takes a person like me and my team of, you know, we try to make the game better team. Look at that. Yeah, you're not going to keep throwing it over outside either.
This is such a good read defensively. They know that this offense is going to try to get the ball to their playmaker in space. So what do? They
I put two people back there.
And this one winds up being intercepted.
You know, and like I said, the ball don't care who catches it. When it leaves the quarterback hand, it's like in its own limbo space to go where it's intended, you know, with velocity and accuracy. But we as defenders and receivers have something totally different in mind, to get that ball out of the air as fast as possible by any means necessary. You know,
get themselves reasserted and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. A minute 59 to go in the first half. Back with more from Charlotte after this. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando, where Larry Ridley is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. And the tight end Dixon left side.
I knew that was coming.
The ball comes out and the Packers pick it up. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28.
He just telegraphed me.
Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who caught
he just telegraphed me.
What did he do? But hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem.
As soon as he turned around,
I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff
he hit stick me.
to him. Congratulations, big time play, knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
Ty Montgomery and the offense getting set for their next drive. It's the second quarter. His team has the lead, but I think he's hoping for a little bit more production out of himself.
And we often talk about preaching patience to a runner when things are a little bumpy in the early going, but we have to do the same thing with the offensive line. They can't wait to halftime.
Got him.
He's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. Jack Thompson leading the surge there. He drops him for a loss of 6. And they brought the pressure there just right up the gut, didn't they?
Yeah, they certainly did. And, you know, when you've got so many different responsibilities as an offensive line, you got to deal with the nose tackle, the 2 defensive tackles or ends, and then sometimes you just can't account for everyone. The linebacker slipped free.
Rodgers to throw on second down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15.
Trying to not let Aaron Rodgers scored another touchdown.
And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure.
All right, so here's the deal. When they do that, when they create the game, they don't want you guys to feel like they're not trying to cater to us, because they are. They really made a beautiful game. And if you're watching any part of this game, we playing a whole game here. If you're watching any part of it, you can actually see. You can actually see for yourself that it's not that we're not playing a scripted game. Like, it looks authentic, like it's supposed to look. It's playing like it's supposed to play, with all the features that they say they will have. Oh man, that is so good that he missed that ball.
Some of those windows that throw the football that exist when you're between the 20s,
it's so small windows.
But as a former DB,
look at this.
Closer to the goal line. Tighter windows made it easier to cover people actually.
Y'all see what happened? He can't hold on to that ball with one hand if he going down to the ground with his other hand behind my defender. See? Caught the ball with his one hand, right? And the ground, when he hit the ground, I don't know if y'all get animations like this in your game, because you probably got you're basing your animations off of I don't know, off animations pretty much, where ours is based on physics type animations. So when that ball hit the ground, it made him fumble. It made him fumble, and that's what made the ball drop out of there. And it's gameplay footage like that that causes the game to play so realistically that you can deal with that. I'm happy because the defense was on him. The ball was out there head enough where both of these people had to dive. Now normally he catch it in his hand, they stand up miraculously. Brian Moody just made a great video on this where we're in a diving motion and then miraculously stand up without hitting the ground. No, it ain't gonna happen like that. We'll go into a miraculous tackle animation. Nope, it's gonna be physics-based animations. It made him lose that ball. So if your game isn't playing like that and you want it to, apply the patch on Saturday that's coming out. In the meantime, I'm going to do another under smoke.
The Packers on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Working from the gun, Rodgers.
Out of bounds. Momentum took him out of bounds.
Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down.
Partner, I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right there, kind of played into their hands.
Oh. Do it again.
So now on 4th down, Rodgers will give way to Mason Crosby for the field goal try. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here.
I ain't stupid.
And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost, and they will stretch the lead now to 17-3. So the drive takes them inside the 10, but it ends with.
So they really did. Now here's the great part about applying the Ultimate Madden patch to your game, right? Here's the great thing about, and we call it the Game Genie X Ultimate Madden Patch, right? But here's the good thing about applying that to your game. I'd have probably got up off of there if number 47 Big Tail would have came and hit. But it fixes every aspect of the game. So if you playing online, if you playing and connect the franchise mode or season mode or whatever the case may be, all right, Funch is about to do something serious. We about to get up this field.
Attacking at all angles, faster to the football, popping it free, making plays. It's actually a joy to watch if you like great defensive football.
Didn't I tell you?
This one complete right side to Funches. A big play there just before halftime.
Trying to wait till the last minute to step out of bounds. And I wasn't going to step out if he wouldn't have caught.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that,
we've been beating that dude all day. Just had to set up the right situation. Got him. Keep running in stride. No suction tackling. And he can get up out of there. You can do that type stuff.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Now Newton on first down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
The one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and this shows on the scoreboard.
Throwing on third down, Newton.
OMG.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass.
Look at that hand coming in there. You see that? That's why he missed, because that hand went in there.
So now off goes Newton, and on comes the kicker, Graham Gano. He made his first attempt, this from 45. And Gano's kick is right through. And a second field goal here gets him back within 11.
This ain't a defensive game. Y'all don't know what it is, man.
So a field goal here, they're still down, but they put a dent into that lead before the break.
That pick six, it would only be 7-6. It would only, it would only be 10-6. If they ain't do that pick six at the beginning of the game.
After knocking through the field goal, here's Gano back out there now for the kickoff. This is taken about 7 yards deep.
But this is fun. Like, this makes the game a lot more fun. Period.
Now Aaron Rodgers and the offense heading back onto the field. He's got the lead here in the second quarter. He's thrown the touchdown, but also an interception. As a quarterback, does that interception, even though you're playing while your team's got the lead, does that always stick in the back of your mind a little bit?
For the best ones, it just upsets them that they did that because they don't think there should be any blemishes on their record. They think that they're way better than that. So your confidence gets tested a little bit. Being able to go back out there, maybe throw another touchdown, that'll tamp that down in a big way.
Yeah, because he's looked pretty good to this point.
They let you get more time when you're doing like when you're doing your adjustments. That's another thing. See, that's part of the tendency. I'm explaining that in the second half, but I had to do it early, so my bad for showing y'all that. I gotta explain what just happened.
And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple yards out of it. Because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
On second down. Montgomery. And he's going to lose yards.
All right, so that's the half, y'all.
26. So we've come to halftime here with the visiting Packers. Take it away.
Like the video, share the video, you know, pass it around in your communities. Patch will be released on October the 7th. Y'all can see gameplay is immaculate, man. Gameplay is just touching. You see physics. You see when the receiver caught the ball with one hand in the end zone and then the ball caused the fumble. Like that type stuff you don't see happening. The defensive awareness you don't see happening, right? All the miscues on the football when he threw the ball too far or the defense got their hand in there. Like, it's just a whole lot of things that happens that's all based on physics and collision detection versus animation based tackling systems, you know. So the Frostbite engine, foot plant technology, everything just plays a part, guys. The Ultimate Madden patch is coming this Saturday. We're going to stop this video for now, but we're going to pick up on the second half because we want to go dive deeper into the secret slider set that you guys aren't aware of that turns on when you turn Skynet off, the secrets of evil that controls your game. All right, so I'm sorry, the forces of evil that control your game. Again, my name is Unique 340, coming to you live from Gamers Forever. We're going to pick up the second half in the second video, okay? So I see y'all later, you guys later, and again, subscribe to my channel, Gamers Forever, and we out.